I really talk from a position of knowledge when I say that the wealthy banking industries and the wealthy banking cartels and families that own the world hate the average man. And I'll tell you why. Because I sit here right now as someone who came from a Luton council estate who's only been rich for 10 years, and I hate the average man. If you're the kind of person who's exceptionally hard on themselves and never misses an opportunity, it's very hard to feel sorry for people who miss every opportunity they're given. Over time, eventually, you're like, you were told, and you had chances, and you didn't act. And those people you don't feel sorry for. I'm talking about someone who's only been rich for 10 years. They're gonna go, oh, it'll be fine. And they're going to lose their job in 3 years to AI. And they're going to be like, oh, what happened to me? I'm so unfortunate. You're not unfortunate. You were told. You were warned. You didn't take action. You refused to act. That's how I think. Imagine how a banking dynasty views the average man. They've been born into wealth. They've been wealthy since the 1700s. They've never even seen the average man. Imagine how little care they have for you. That's why they inflate your currency and leave you to live amongst poverty and drugs. That's why they don't give a fuck about you. Because truthfully, when you're at a high enough echelon, you're living in a reality that's so devoid. My echelon is based on competence, and it's based on being so brutally hard on myself that I can't have sympathy for people who are not hard on themselves. I believe that they have the lives they deserve because they haven't been prepared to suffer like I've suffered. If I was as lazy and incompetent as these people, I'd be like them. If someone said to me back when I was broke, you can learn how to make money online for $49 a month, I would have jumped at the chance. That's why I'm rich, because I'm that guy who takes every chance, who can't sit still when he's offered a chance. I must take it. These people, they're not triers.
But what chance was offered to you?
Well, this is exactly it. I didn't even have chances that good. I wish I did. I wish I had a billionaire sitting on the internet explaining to me how the world worked and telling me I'll teach you how to make money for $49. I would have done anything for that. But I've never had that chance. I had to work them all out myself, take huge monumental risk, do the nearly impossible to escape. It's easier now. I'm answering your question because it's easier to get rich now than it's ever been.
But when did you first come across that webcam business which allowed you to make your initial money?
Well, that's the thing that's so interesting because back then the idea of making money on the internet was alien to most of humanity. Now everyone understands you can make money online. And I've talked about the webcam company at length. And the reason I'm not avoiding talking about it, I'll talk about it, no problem. But back then, the chances and choices for making money online were so few and far between. Now I meet 18-year-olds who are millionaires. And I'm like, how did you get rich? Oh, I'm a streamer. I'm a YouTuber. I made money on crypto. I have a drop shipping website. There's about 20 different ways an 18-year-old can get rich. When I was 18, you weren't rich. No one was rich. How can you be a rich 18-year-old self-made? You can't run a company. No one's going to respect you. You can't own a factory. You're 18. Everyone was broke. Now you have children rich. I've never in my life seen anyone who's determined to get something not get it. I've never seen somebody who is determined in their heart to get something, not get it. The universe and God is so giving and providing. People think it's difficult out here. I disagree. I've never seen someone wake up and say, nah, this is all I care about. This is all I want. Not get it. Everyone who thought that way in fighting was a world champion. Everyone who thought that way about money was rich. I've never seen anyone fail. Bro, I've seen people with no credit score and no job determined to get an R8 manage to get one on finance somehow. I've seen it. If it's all you want, you're going to get it.
You're going to find a way to get it.
You're going to find a way. Yeah. People go, oh, I want this. If you wanted it, you'd have it. People often say, if you try your best, it's okay to fail. But what they don't understand, the true secret to the universe is that if you try your best, you never fail. That's what people don't understand. And most people aren't trying. They aren't trying. They don't know what trying is. In fact, that's probably one of the things I hear the most. I used to hear the most because I don't talk to people anymore because they all annoy me. I'm trying. No, you're not. You don't know what trying is. No, you are not trying. I know you're not trying. I know because as we sat here before we went to speak, you weren't on your phone working. You weren't trying. You were standing around talking shit to some idiot. You're not trying. People are genuinely not out here giving their absolute best because if you were, you'd have everything you've ever desired. You'd have anything you've ever wanted and asked for. Instead, what people do is they cope and convince themselves they're trying. Oh, I tried, but I need a work-life balance and it's hard and I was trying. All garbage, all cope. And like I said earlier, life is war. If you're a man and you don't view the world as war, I can't imagine how you view the world. My entire worldview is war. 20% of people are lazy, 20 to 25%. A large portion of the world are not lazy. They're actually working exceptionally hard, but they're doing the wrong thing. 5% of people are too stupid. So say 25%, 5% is 30%. But 70% of people are brutally arrogant, and this is why they are poor. Yeah, being able to speak is a massively misunderstood superpower that a lot of people need to understand that can drastically change their life. But you're only going to be able to do it if you apply feedback to it. And the same is with absolutely everything in your life. Not enough people look back on what they did and identify where they made a mistake. And some people will do it when they lose. But the true professionals do it when they win. When my dad was playing a chess game, if he won the game, he would still analyze the game and see if he could have lost, where it could have gone wrong, how he could have won faster, what mistakes he did make, what he did well, what he did wrong, win or lose. So many people will sit in a scenario where everything went wrong and go, in fact, correction, not so many people. I would say 75% of people will not ever self-analyze the situation they're in. They'll blame everyone else. If they went to jail like I did, they'd say, they put me in jail because they're liars and the Matrix did it. Fine. True. But when I was in jail, I was like, how did I get here? What did I do? What did I say? Who did I piss off? What institutions want me in jail? What did I do that angered them? Me. I'm taking absolute self-accountability for everything. I'm not blaming anything else, because if I blame everything else, I have no control. If I blame myself, that I can influence it, I have control over it. So 75% of people blame other people, or they blame other things. I lost my business because of COVID. No, you lost your business because of you. I lost my girl because her friends were hoes. No, you lost your girl because of you, and you lost your car because of you, and it's all your fault, because that's the only thing that gives you control and power. The other 10%, we said 75, that's 85, now it has to be much higher. Let's say the other 20%, which brings up to 95% of the total of the populace, will look at a situation in which they lose, and they might self-analyze, and they might try and learn from the loss, and they'll try and find the feedback involved in the loss to make sure they don't lose again, which is obviously better than not analyzing at all.
At all, yeah.
And the top 5%, the absolute highest echelon, are people who are going to analyze every decision they've ever made, win or lose. I analyze my wins as well.
See where you went right.
See where I went right, see where I went wrong, see where it worked. You need to analyze your whole life. Your life needs to be feedback. You need to sit and it's over 10% into the year now. I wonder if anyone who made a New Year's resolution sits and says, it's over 10% into the year. Am I at 10% of my goal? Because your stupid ass said you were going to be a millionaire when you were drunk on New Year's Eve. Well, you need to have 100 grand saved. Do you have 100,000? Have you even done the feedback on your own goal you made 30 short days ago to realize that you're nowhere near it and you're not going to make it and you're a loser? No. Oh, I got the rest of the year. And then wonder why they fail. You should have a daily target.
And then it's just a full-on cycle for them, yearly.
Of course.
Going to be a millionaire next year. And
of course, and then they just lie.
Yeah.
So you need to constantly feedback and analyze your life and take time out of scenarios. I do this all the time.